Water and fire is the same thing. Both of these things being manifestations of air. Air manifesting up or air manifesting down will determine if you get air manifested as wet and cool or air manifested as dry and hot. This being water and fire. Fire is another state of water, and snow is another state of fire, meaning snow is fire transitioned into a new state or fixed. Air has two manifestations, water or fire. Then as a rendition of the two merged, which is snow. So air will manifest as water, then fire, then snow. And I will continue the rest of this incarnation or the many emanations of air. Now, just to give you a little scientific proof, because I know most of you guys will say, how is fire and air the same? The chemical formula for water is H2O. The chemical formula for fire is CO2 plus H2O. So it's a very deep thing I want you guys to grasp. The chemical formula, or the scientific formula, African flag gonna make me hurt it. The scientific formula for fire is H2O, which is water, plus carbon, which is CO2. And so it's a deep thing I want you guys to grasp. Air will become fresh water or salt water. The water will vaporize, becoming lightning or fire. This is why fire has H2O as its scientific formula. Lightning being a matter of frozen ice, frozen water, bumping together. Look at lightning as the sparks of ice colliding, on a larger scale, of course. And so, as I said, water will manifest as either fresh water or salt water. When dealing with the fresh water, air will manifest as fresh water. This fresh water will evaporate, vaporize, still being H2O. This vaporized fresh water will rise. Of course, it will either manifest back out as fresh water, or it will become frozen. It will start to collide with itself, creating lightning, which is a form of fire. After lightning, you have snow. Snow being like the sparkles of fire. Now, when you're dealing with salt water will evaporate, vaporize. It will rise, coming into contact with carbon, because the vapors of it are not pure H2O, but being as though it was soaking in salt, so rise. It will rise and become fire, meaning salt water will become fire when it vaporizes and rises into the environment. That fire will become coal. After coal, you have the end result, which is a diamond. You look at coal like soot. Soot from fire, the black stuff. And so on the one side, you have fresh water manifesting into lightning. Salt water manifesting into fire. From the fresh water, you get the lightning, then the snow. Of course, when you burn snow, it burns black. Snow doesn't melt like ice or water, because it's not just water. Like I said, snow is a mixture of fire and water. That fire being lightning. And so you guys have to grasp. Air has many manifestations. Starting as air, starting unseen. Of course, on the one side, it will manifest out as fresh water. That fresh water will vaporize, becoming what we know as lightning. That lightning becoming fixed in its state. Or look at lightning as fire, in the sparkles of it becomes what we know as snow. It's a very deep thing. I apologize. I have a humongous fly in here. But as I said, it will become what we know as snow. Now, of course, snow is crystals. And so, of course, after snow, you have crystal. And this is the fresh water, or the air manifesting into the fresh water, and its manifestation out to the ending state, which would be crystal. Now, of course, air has another manifestation. This is salt water. Salt water will vaporize, rising to become fire. Fire will become soot or coal. And of course, within the coal, you have your diamond. Just like within the snow, you have your crystal. So this is the process of air manifesting out. Now, some of you guys may question salt. Say salt's not flammable. To your common scientist or your common Googler, so it will say salt is not flammable. Sodium will ignite in moist air, or if you mix it in water or steam, it becomes explosive hydrogen gas. Meaning, to a common scientist, salt is not flammable. But to a sorcerer, you say, hey, we'll bring that here, mix it with water, steam it. You get it? All is chemistry, alchemy. You just have to change the state of it slightly to get the results you want. And so, salt, if steamed in water, will combust, as hydrogen gas. Or, y'all would just view that as fire. And so it's a deep thing I want you guys to grasp when I say salt water manifests into fire. Fire manifests into soot or coal, which is like black snow. And of course from there you get the ending result, which is a diamond crystal. On the saltwater side, on the freshwater side, The water will vaporize, rise, becoming lightning. That lightning will become what we know as snow. And within the snow, you have your crystals, which is your ending result, or completed solid physical manifestation of that line of air, manifesting out physically. And so now, if you can grasp what I said in regards to fresh water and salt water manifesting out, then you can grasp when I tell you a tear is fire. A tear is the precursor to a diamond, because a tear is salt water. And so I want you guys to grasp. A diamond is the end result of saltwater airs manifesting out. The end result is death. And so, salt water is the precursor to the end result. Just like a tear is a precursor to death. When y'all see y'all loved ones locked up in the hospital about to check out, that part, the salt water comes. And so, try and grasp. Cry less. Be happy more. Wise Sala speaking, of course. This is deep native indigenous wisdom, knowledge of fire and water. Tears a diamond. Salam, shalom, all praises to the horizon.